Hey everybody, Jeff here, Aromatics. Well, as you may know, I got a Yabo earlier today. And I was sent some 5100 red cake from Mcclelland. And I wasn't really, I didn't really know what to expect from it because I haven't had much luck with Mcclelland's blends before. Especially their Virginias. I've had some Dark Star, which had really good reviews, and I just couldn't taste anything. It smelled great. I really like that vinegar smell. Not vinegar smell, but ketchupy Virginia smell. And I know people, they think that they've added vinegar or ketchup or something to the Mcclelland's Virginias. Like, some people think that. And maybe they do add maybe a little bit of something like that. But when I heard that, and then I remember when I first opened the tin, when I first got that Dark Star years ago, and I stuck my nose in it, and I was like, woof. I know, and I'd never smelled the Mcclelland's before, and then I was like, okay, I get that ketchupy smell. But at the same time, that's actually the natural smell of a flue-cured Virginia. Is like a ketchupy smell. I never thought of it at the time when I was working in tobacco, and it was we were taking the already cured tobacco out of the kilns to be put in the pack barn. It definitely has. It's half of it's got that ketchupy smell, and then the other half is a real dusty. Don't know how to explain it, but that ketchup smell is actually inherent in Virginia tobaccos. Maybe not all Virginia tobaccos, but the Virginia tobaccos that I worked with had that ketchup smell. So, but I never identified it as ketchup until I smelled it in the tin, and it's a little more pronounced as ketchup, but it still has that. It instantly reminded me of that flue-cured Virginia. So anyway, I loaded up a bowl of the 5100 red cake. I was kind of curious. And my sinuses are, like, I think a little bit agitated because of the weather here, the humidity, and my allergies. So I'm not tasting 100%, and this is just the first impressions. But I thought some people out there might be interested in my first impressions of it. And then later on down the road, I'll revisit it and see if there's a difference. But at first, when I first lit it, I was like, not again. I'm not tasting anything. So I smoked it for a little while. Still wasn't tasting anything. So I put the pipe down. And then I was doing some texting, and then I was getting bored, so I picked my pipe back up again. Lit it back up. And now I'm tasting stuff. So here's what I'm tasting. The first thing that started out was pretty much just hot air, but I could taste a little bit of a vinegar essence, a tangy vinegar in the back of my throat. But the more that I smoked it, it started developing its flavor. I think once it starts to cook up a little bit. So now I'm getting, it's like sometimes it's a sweet bread, and sometimes it's just a nice fresh homemade bread type of flavor. That's the baseline for it. And it's almost like it's sprinkled, imagine like fresh bread, and you're dipping it in a little bit of a vinegar olive oil type, almost like a salad dressing, like a vinaigrette, like a raspberry vinaigrette, but really light. I mean, really light. It's just a faint essence. Oop. It's a really, really mild tobacco for me. But like Yorktown from Cornell and Deal, it's nice on those really hot days. There's just something about certain Virginias that they just really pop on hot days. Whereas the other tobaccos that I normally smoke just are hot and steamy here in the humid weather that we have. This is very, very satisfying. Although it is a little bit too light, or a little bit on the light side for my general liking. Mm-hmm. It's nice. The vinegariness is fading a little bit, and I'm getting maybe a little bit more of a spicy tingle. But it's just a pleasant, kind of a bready, slightly vinegary flavor. I like it. Although, I don't think it's irreplaceable. I think I think that the Yorktown is fairly close. Not as sweet as this is, but it's pretty close. Now, I haven't tried the Sutliff version yet, so I don't know what it's like. But I'm really glad I got the opportunity to try this. So thanks again, Andrew. Very nice, very nice. Great, one of those blends on a real hot day when I'm not really wanting anything in particular. I just want a nice, easy smoke. I can definitely see this being a good choice. So, all right, you lucky guys that have a good supply of red cake, keep on enjoying it. Right on. All right, so that's it for my little review, my little first impression of Mcclelland's 51 red cake. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you again later. Take it easy. Aromatics, signing out.